When you meet someone who has a severe, moderate to severe receptive aphasia, it can be scary because when I meet someone like that, I think about, oh gosh, how am I supposed to explain how to use techniques with them or strategies with them? Are they going to be able to understand that? Don't worry, that'll all come with time. If you're meeting somebody with that severity of aphasia, then just stick to the basics. Are they able to communicate their wants and needs? Are they able to understand basic directions, like even stand up? Are they able to understand gestures, things like that? So when you're assessing somebody with that type of aphasia, it's good to know their strengths and weaknesses of language. Unless they have a global aphasia, if they just have a receptive aphasia, then there's probably a part of language that's stronger for them. Maybe their reading is easier for them than just listening. Maybe they can understand gestures, so you could use gestures more, or you could use objects more. So with these patients who have receptive aphasia, usually a multimodal approach works great for them, or it can work great for them. So instead of just talking, talk while writing down a keyword on a whiteboard. Simple whiteboard from a big box store works well. Or you're saying something and it's a one-step direction, you could model it for them. Or you could point to a key object. Let's say you're asking them to pick up the toothbrush. Then you could kind of gesture, where's the toothbrush? Something like that. Or pick up the toothbrush. You could gesture toothbrush like that. When you're first meeting them, the goal is to try to figure out, okay, what's the easiest way for them to understand this input? And you want to stick with that as much as possible to be supportive to them. Because it can be extremely isolating to be this person with aphasia who doesn't understand what pretty much anyone is saying to them. So keep that in mind. Make sure to take breaks with these patients and stick with things that you believe are going to be functional for them. Functional are typically things like in everyday life, what can I guess they might need in a certain day? What can I guess will be asked for them in a certain day? And practice those things with them. Especially when you're working in an inpatient setting, you could work with other disciplines like OT, PT, do joint sessions with them where the PT is asking them to do a certain move and you use the cues to be able to help the patient do the move. So work around their schedule too. You could find more information about like specific types of approaches to use with people who have a receptive aphasia at adultspeechtherapy.co.